Welcome to part 2 of the whole money drama situation. This is part 2. So, currently, this is kind of what it's leading down to, is more of personal stuff going on with, I guess, with everyone. And from what I have seen, uh, of course, money, of course, got my friend's sister involved in this current situation. So it starts out pretty much the sister, okay, pretty much, talking to Money about her, situation. Is like, yeah, I'm just dealing with a lot and stuff like that. And he says, all right, I'm glad you're hanging in there. I hope you can find something soon. Okay, just start, it's okay. But then I see, of course, he says, which he pretty much brings up the entire situation that is just online. Doesn't even need to get brought up to family in real life or anything like that. Says, I just want you to know, uh, name blanked out. No matter what's going on between your brother and I, you'll always be my friend still because you and I are good friends. Your brother can be a bit stubborn and not realize what he's doing sometimes, but you and I get along just fine. That's the first screenshot, but then it just starts very, very kind of stupid. I know that and I feel the same way with you because you're like a brother to me, well, third brother, because my cousins and even if you two aren't friends, we'll still be along as we get along, of course. Well, as long as we get along, of course. And of course he says, of course, blah blah blah. And I Brandon to talk with him. Pretty much his sister talk with my friend, and he says okay. And then yesterday at 4:55 p.m., Money texts her. It says any word from blank. No, every time I talk to him, he would stress out. But which is of course reasonable because he's getting petty of bringing the sister into the whole drama. And which of course I responded, I highly doubt that she even wanted to know stuff that's going on online. And of course, his girlfriend, which claims she does have seizures. It's more the fact that I'm just asking for proof, or even just a question of like, does she know like anything about it, like what of course, my friend has gone through. And because the fact that they did hook him up to a machine that they put on your head to run tests on your brain. If she did not have that at all, then it's of course saying that either she refused the test or and pretty much wanted to lie and shit like that, or she's just plain out lying that she has seizures. I'm not going to bring up their real names because that's just petty, but if they want to bring up my real name, that's on them. I do not care. But of course, her name is Impala as an online analysis and money. And I know, and I even said, does Impala even know what machine they use, or has she even tested with it? Which is pretty much what they try to test the brain. They use the machine to test the brain and see like brain waves and stuff like that. And I said, I'm seriously not talking shit. None of us are. The only things I've said is how disappointed we are, and all we were asking is if Impala can prove to us she does have seizures. And of course, I did ask him, have you even seen her have a seizure? Which of course he blocked me already. So it's kind of sketchy. And of course, Angel of Decay decided to say some shit on his story, which if I could go to the screenshot, of course. He says, it's so fucking sad that this dude has the fucking nerve to not only go on streams to talk shit, which of course I'm not, I'm only bringing the whole situation to light, to everyone on the internet, and talk shit about Sangre Fria Banditos, but has to go so personal with two in the crew. I didn't really get personal at all. It's just more pointing out the facts and just asking simple questions. And of course, I didn't get personal because all I said that his father, of course, money, his father would be disappointed with his actions. That's all I've said. I never said anything else other than that. But yeah, he has the audacity to bring his sister and bring, of course, his old friend involved in the whole, situation. So who's getting personal? Question mark. And then harassing a female, personal medical information that he doesn't even need, quote unquote proof of because he doesn't have the right to know. Well, of course, everyone does have the right to know because we don't know if she does actually have them or not. All I asked was, can she at least say what machine she's been hooked up to, what, tests that they've done, just so we can actually see if she's actually lying about it or not. Like, that's not really a harassment or anything like that. It's just not really anything yet. Doesn't have the right to know, which of course I understand. I don't have the right to know, but she can at least make a statement to everyone online stating, yes, this is what actually, this is what I actually have, yada yada yada. She can make a statement for herself. The lowest thing is this piece of shit did had the nerve to post a story saying that my member's deceased father would be disappointed in him. Yes, which of course I never go this guy says he never goes personal, which is basically about me. But he's been popping off on streams, live stories, and DMs, which I'm just trying to figure out what her condition is, and I'm actually even stating like his father would actually be very disappointed in his actions. It is not a, logical thing because he's brought a friend's sister involved that she has nothing to do with. So he's basically pulling in people to get involved. So it's just like, is it wrong for me to even say that, yes, his father would be disappointed? Like, because I'm just trying to say and trying to wake him up, like, hey, don't do that. What's more personal? Actually contacting the sister for the whole situation that she doesn't even need to be involved in? Or bringing up, trying to say, hey, I don't think your father would approve of your actions. What's fully worse? And y'all need to grow up and do something motivated instead of packing up together and talking shit on people. Which, of course, I'm not really talking shit about people. You guys are talking shit about us. Second goes on multiple streams with 3 other dudes and talks constantly that the member broke a promise and then exposes his drama. When he's personally doing what's right for himself and what matters to him. That is not true. I'm doing what matters for everyone and actually trying to point out the obvious online because it's just like people need to see what they are doing as well. Third, he makes multiple accounts just to keep harassing the female member. Then says that he's highly against the word retard, but uses it uses it against the male member. I said idiot, not retard. That's completely different. He's being a fucking idiot. He's being a dumbass and an idiot. I never said he's a fucking full on friggin' retard. Because if I wanted to call him a retard, I would have already said it already to him as a joke. I never once meant any of it because I've only joked around about it. And I know certain people can't joke around with it with me, which I don't give a fuck. But there we go. So, Decay, if you're going to be watching this, just let me just say this real quick, okay? I never once am trying to harass. I only texted her once, and I'm only trying to get in contact, which is why I actually tried to text y'all, but y'all are already blocked me. So that's why I went on another account just to say, hey, can we figure out what's going on? As you have seen in my screenshot, of course, which is what I said to her, which let me go to it. This is what I said to her. Let me just go to it. I said, "Hey, so I want to know if you actually have seizures or not because you say you do. So what is the type of seizures you have? Type of seizure you have, which of course it can be diagnosed in multiple ways." I said, "I'm not talking shit, just asking so you can prove to us what you have. Also, there's a machine they put on your scalp to figure out if it's something in the brain. Do you know what it's called if you had a test on it?" Which is kind of like a test to know it to see if she actually knows what it is. So it's just more of the fact of it's a possibility she can have it, but there's also a chance that she doesn't, which we have no clue of. So I understand how it can come off as, oh, you're saying that it's quote unquote fake. I never once said if it was fake or real because we have no idea. You know, we never once said it was fake or real. So if you guys want to watch this video entirely for me to say that I have no idea if it's fake or real, I never once said it was completely fake. I'm only stating what I have stated, which of course this is fully what I fully stated, which this is only a small part of it, which what I have posted. I said it's very disappointing that you have to get personal with Scorpio with this my friend over a simple question of if you have seizures or not in Paula, which is her name, her gamer tag. And Money, your dad would be very disappointed in your actions considering considering your friend, or old friend, was a 7-year friend and had defended you in every club he's ran. Even I'm disappointed because I've learned from it. Because I have done those actions. I have, pretty much gone to that point. But I've learned from it and I actually managed to build myself better. So if you guys want to keep opening your mouths and keep posting stories saying how I'm actually quote unquote harassing when I have not, but it's just more it's just more of the fact it is very disappointing for him to get the sister involved of my friend over online disputes. It is something very disappointing and something even his father would be disappointed in. He should know better and to just leave it be, but yet he has the audacity to tell the sister everything online. So if you have a problem, Sangre Fria, Banditos, then talk to me face to face. We will let the guns do the talking on Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA. It doesn't matter to us. because what your actions are doing is very wrong as well. Getting personal. That's the first thing. You guys are being hypocrites considering the fact that money has gone as far as to bring the family involved in online disputes. So that's considered personal, right? So considering the fact that I said that his father would be very disappointed is kind of invalid because of the fact of I understand that his father is deceased, but it's more the fact I know he wouldn't approve nor agree with this kind of action because your father seems like a really good guy. But what your actions are doing right now is causing more problems than it needs to be and more fuel to the fire. This is literally what your actions are causing. And so it's giving me more fuel to even post more on my channel. But again, if you have a problem, contact me, talk to me like a man, and we could get this settled. Because I have no problem to keep posting on my channel with this kind of drama. So if you want it to end, be a man, text me, and we'll get it settled. And this goes for Impala as well, because I'm even talking about her, you know, trying to figure out what she has. Like, does she have a seizure or does she not? It's more of a question, and it's just like me trying to give my thoughts on the matter, because again, yes, it is possible she could be faking it because she doesn't talk about it, and it sounds suspicious. The fact that she said to surreal killer, trying to say like to him like, oh, I have seizures, or pretty much at when everyone's offline. It's it's really suspicious. That does really sound suspicious. But also Demise has been avoiding my questions on the matter at hand. And she says that she's seen her have a seizure, but it's like, well, you don't really know that. It could be a stroke, it could be, something that is like, it could be something else entirely. How would you know if it's a seizure? Because nobody can really know. She could be going into shock. Because that's kind of what happens too. You could be going into shock. So again, we have no idea. She does have anxiety attacks, which is understandable. I'm not going to attack people who have these anxiety attacks because it's just like, I understand them. But it's more serious when it's like, we don't know if she actually has the condition she has or not. So it's like, can we really trust, her word? So it's really difficult to find that balance. So again, I'm clearing this side of the story because apparently I'm harassing everyone. So yeah, you could try to say I'm harassing, but it's more the fact I'm actually trying to ask questions. I've only messaged Demise. I've only messaged to K. I'm only messaged Demise once. Messaged to K once. Messaged Impala once. And Money once. On the entire situation. Nothing more. So I hope everyone enjoyed this little video or stream. I hope you guys have a fantastic day and have a wonderful night wherever you are. Peace out.